You brought 30.
You're take a loss, but you know what?
Hold on.
Bro,
Your
we got
signed
more
jersey
than-
brought $37.
No, we got more than that. It was 137.
The
But
jersey's
Mass
$120. Change the
So-
subject.
So we're back. A special episode number 50. Number 50.
Winovich.
Winovich?
Winovich.
He's
That's
a-
what everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he's a special teamer. He's a guy. I was thinking more like Vrabel.
I guarantee if we just went in the bar right now, right? We
You
said,
want to
hey,
walk
who's
around and
number
say
50?
who was number 50?
Everybody's going to want Winovich.
No, they're not going to say that. No, they're
You're
going to
the
say
second-
Vrabel. And
You're the
and,
second Vitch.
You know, a guy like myself. Well, I'll take the second Vitch. I won't.
You
I'm
want to
not
be
the
the second
first
bitch?
No, I'm sorry, bitch. Whatever it is. Anyway, the first 50 is Vrabel. The second 50 obviously is Ninko,
Winovich.
myself, and then the third guy.
I mean,
He's a Vitch, so that kind of gave him a little bit of a boost.
But who else can have the long, flowy
Well,
hair?
I am jealous
the flowy
of the
hair
I'm
dog
jealous of the hair.
and
But
the
anyway,
white Miata.
Let's get
the white
into where
Miata.
we're at. Let's get into where we're at.
Yeah.
So this is a special episode number 50. We are at the Lobster Trap in Bourne, Massachusetts, and it's a really awesome spot.
Yeah.
Great view. If I could just spin this camera around, we can't right now, but it's a
We
terrific
can cut
spot.
to some
and-
stuff on it.
What's that?
They can cut some
we're
footage
gonna cut
here.
to some footage
Yeah,
here.
see it all.
So a good friend of mine, Dave, owns this restaurant. He also owns a new bar, really close, about a mile away, the Trading Post.
Yep.
We were gonna do
which
that
at 3 o'clock
at
was
3
the busiest
o'clock was
bar I've ever
packed.
seen in my
So
life.
We were actually going to do the podcast from the Trading Post, but it was too crowded. There was too many people. We couldn't hear anything. The audio was poor.
It's
so
3 o'clock on a Thursday.
3 o'clock on a
You think
Thursday.
a bar would be dead.
So
It's not dead.
we were gonna do beers, pizza, but they actually do have a very lovely Mayflower IPA. It's a Lobster Trap Pale Ale. So I'm gonna have this
Yeah,
right
okay,
now.
right
We're also gonna have my ex-neighbor on, Phil. Phil's over here. He has a great foundation with the Mass State Troopers. Those are the hats right there. So I'll have him on. But we're going to have Dave on, and we want to hear the story on the Lobster Trap, the Trading Post. Dave also loves cars, which we all love. I love cars. This guy, I don't know if he loves cars. He still loves to sell cars.
I just don't nitpick cars.
He's not a nitpicker. I'm a
yeah.
nitpicker. Dave's a huge. He's crazy like me, so he likes to have things perfect.
I don't
He's
know
got a
about
few
that.
perfect things in my book. So perfect for Ninko is pretty damn perfect.
Beyond perfect.
It's
at that
beyond
point.
perfect,
Yeah.
right?
So Winovich would be perfect then. in
Winovich,
Ninko's
I
book.
love. Come on, I love Winovich. He's 50.
Second string special teamer.
Well, he's working his way up. Okay, they go out and they got a guy for $50 million.
Year 3.
All right. Well,
Year 3.
we got a few things we're going to touch on. The Patriots, big matchup with the Bills this weekend.
What
Probably
happened
the
in
biggest.
Indy?
What
happened in
happened
Indy?
with Indy? We're going to talk about Indy.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring in Dave now. We're going to talk about the Lobster Trap. We're going to talk about the Trading Post, and we're going to dive into the Patriots. The loss to the Colts, which is a huge loss. The matchup.
You called for the blowout.
Yes, I called for the blowout, and I look like an idiot. Also, we said a few. We might have put out there that we thought Matthew Slater had COVID, which
But, but
somebody screwed up on that one.
No. Last night it was 100%.
Well, last night, if it was the fifth, we'd all be drunk. Okay, cheers,
it was
everybody.
100%.
100%. Well, not 100% now. So,
But then not.
but
I
then
can't
not.
control COVID testing.
But then not. I know.
can't control
So
COVID
we
testing.
screwed up. We will bend over and we will take it. We will take whatever you insert.
Yeah, but we didn't really
Bring the
screw
KY.
up. The report at the time was correct.
It was bad reporting on our part.
No, it was correct.
Okay. Well, we take it. We accept. We suck. We're moving
The
on.
thing is, like, if you take a pregnancy test and it says you're pregnant,
well,
but the next day you take another one and it says you're not pregnant.
yeah.
Like,
well,
if
that
you told
hasn't-
people you were pregnant,
that
the day
happened to me
before,
3
you're
times.
correct.
I have 3 children,
Yeah.
so I'm 100%. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, I know.
all right. So we'll be back. Special guest. We're coming back right now. So we're back, the Dan and Ninko Show, and we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, not Dan over here, but Dave over here.
This is going to be called episode Winovich.
This is episode
Winovich.
Ninko 50. I don't
Winovich.
like you right now. I'm going to throw you in this. There's like water right here. I could easily drown him in that water. But anyway,
don't look too deep.
It's deep enough. All I need is an
I'll
inch.
float.
All I need is an inch.
I'll float.
1
I'm
inch, and we won't get into inches here. Okay, we know we won't get dirty here. But anyway, so we're here with Dave. He is the owner of the Lobster Trap. He's also the owner of the Trading Post, which is literally a mile down the street. It's a brand new bar in Bourne, Mass. You should come check it out. They have like the thin crust badass pies.
I gotta try that.
The pizza pie. You get the pizza.
South Shore style bar pizza.
That's what I'm talking about. So you have a beer, you have a pizza, you have a great time. They got pool, everything you need. So Dave, I met Dave through Chris.
Through Chris, yeah.
Chris.
Just we met being psychopaths about old cars.
So
pretty much.
Yeah.
I love old cars.
Yeah.
You kind of love you like the new stuff.
I like old cars, but you're a psychopath. With
I
it.
am
Like,
a
I mean,
psychopath, which
like-
I just Paige, don't be mad. I just bought a '63 Impala. I bought that Impala. I couldn't help myself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Couldn't help
Merry
myself.
Christmas, Paige.
Thank you, Paige. Thanks for being acceptable and everything. Anyway,
Did you tell her yet?
no, I didn't tell her.
No.
She'll
You
find
just told
out.
her now.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
So
Puts her on the show every now and again too. I'm sure that went well.
She doesn't like that. She doesn't like that at all. So Dave, this was your baby, right? The Lobster Trap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you just give us a little background on yourself, when you started, and how this became just the Lobster Trap, and it's a 2-hour wait, 7 days a week?
I'll give you the 2-minute rundown.
2-minute rundown.
Lobster Trap started as a neighborhood fish market, clam shack in 1969. This was just a summertime, fried seafood, open air deck. We were only open in the summer, and like paper plates, fried seafood, lobster rolls, that's all you could get. I started working here in 1998. It was my college job. Decided to turn it into a career. Took the place over from the guy, Logan Clark, that started it. And we've just, every day, wake up, try to get better. We're real passionate about food, cooking, giving people a good experience. We call it the true Cape Cod experience. We like this place that you can walk in here off the beach in flip-flops in the summertime, or be coming from a wedding, or in a suit, and nobody cares. We just want to cook good food, make good drinks, and give people a good time.
And this place has the best food. I have the seafood tower right
I know.
here. This
Look at
guy's
this.
not happy because he was just in a boiling vat of hot water. But they got the oysters. I'm actually
The shrimp
getting-
looks really good.
The shrimp, yeah. I'm gonna have some of that soon.
Yeah.
But also, Dave, can we go through the badass list of old school cars that you have right now? And maybe your wife will find out that you bought her. You have something going on that she doesn't know about, because that's the way it goes. But
I got a couple hiding out at Roadster Shop that she doesn't know about yet.
We'll get it out. But so Chris Curse, he's a badass custom car maker. He does the best paint work in the industry.
Chris Surse.
Chris right there. We'll tag him along in this thing. But my really good friend Pat, who we built Precision Industries, we built a Buick with. I asked him for a paint guy, and he said, well, Chris is a tremendous paint guy. He gave me Chris's number, so I talked to Chris. Then I met Chris, and we started talking to Dave, because he has the red Chevy truck.
65 C10.
So he's got a 65 C10 with what's the motor is?
It's a 416 LS with a Whipple 2.0 supercharger on it.
And
Don Hardy Racing built that motor for us. That one's putting out 930 horsepower.
Ain't bad.
That's
not a
short
little
bed
truck.
fleet side pickup truck.
Yeah.
The
that
short
one's-
bed is the interior is basically a Ferrari interior. It's all held together with magnets. So every single panel is a custom-made panel that was put together custom with magnets. So the whole thing, you can take the whole thing apart.
Right.
There's not a screw in it. You sit in that thing, it smells like you're in a Ferrari, because it is a Ferrari interior. One of the most beautiful cars. I'm trying to buy his Bel Air, but he'll never sell it to me.
What year? You gotta say
How
what
many
year.
Bel Airs do you have?
Yeah.
I have a 62 Bel Air bubble top.
Yes.
I got a 62 Bel Air wagon. I got a 65 Bel Air. Two-door post car.
The black. How about the black?
The black one's the 65.
And what's in the black? That's the 570.
572 with a 5-speed in that one.
That car will make you poop your pants.
Yeah.
My wife's got a nicer Bel Air than you do.
No,
Ninko.
that's not true.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
well, my Bel Air, when I close the doors,
she's got like a Roadster shop chassis, LS3 Pro Touring.
Well, if you know, Art Morrison, Roadster Shop, they're very similar. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Two of the best in the industry.
Two of the best in the industry. Roadster Shop, by the way, I wanted to buy. What was the 63?
63.
Barry's 63.
Barry's 63.
So
yeah, that car is.
Dave has also
something
been
special.
he's been on the Power Tour, so he does the Power Tour.
The Barrett Jackson Road Tours. I've done a couple of those. And I've been in Barry's car. That car is beautiful. I would have loved to own that car too.
And then when you did the Power Tour, that was with the 60.
I did that with my 66 Impala.
The 66 Impala will kind of fool you a little bit because of the fact that the exterior of it's not, a crazy paint job. It's all original. It's got a couple panels that they fixed on it. But it's got the Roadster Shop chassis. It's got was it an LS6?
Don Hardy Racing built LSA.
LS.
And that one's putting out 840 horsepower. It's got a accurate transmission built 4L80E in it. It's got a Troy Trepanier electric like Tesla brake booster in it. The brakes feel
are
like
insane.
you're in.
I drove
the
the
brakes
car.
feel like a 458 Italia.
When I drove that car, I was with Chris, and he was like, listen, when you hit the brakes, just be a little bit like you got to get used to them, because if you touch them hard.
Those lock right up?
No, they won't lock right up. They just stop the car.
Yeah.
It stops.
It is absolutely insane. That car is beautiful. We're going to roll a clip of that car right now. So the Impala, the truck, the C10s, all those cars are the bubble top. I drove the bubble top, and it's so crazy because in the car industry, in the car world, you might own a car, sell the car, and then bring the car back to yourself, which Dave just did that.
I did that on the.
Bought it back?
Yeah.
My 61 bubble top. I had a guy I met, and we
Saxton.
I bought it from Saxton.
Yep.
And Matt's become
Matt
a great friend of
Saxton,
mine. And,
he owns. He runs a ton of McAllister's Delis down south. He's got a few badass cars. I'll plug him right now. Boom.
Yeah, Saxton's Garage.
Saxton's Garage. He's got a ton of cool stuff. He owns about 90.
Are you just trying to
sub-shops.
get like people to realize that you're still 50, like with Winovich on,
Well, let's
you go in the Patriots store and it's just Winovich jerseys
Well,
everywhere.
that's because he's the more.
I've
He's the
never
most.
seen.
He's the most modern.
When
he's
you
the
were
guy
playing,
that's playing.
when you were playing though, I went in that store. There was never Ninkovich jerseys. It's like you're trying to kind of plug it away.
They
like,
always push their first round draft picks or their draft picks.
He's
so
not a first round. He's like a third round
He's
draft
their
pick.
third round draft pick. Third round draft picks get their jerseys in there, and my jersey's in there. Dan's just salty.
Where?
What in the pro shop?
Yeah.
In the pro shop.
No.
It was in the pro shop.
Where?
In the pro shop.
Where?
In the pro shop.
All right, I'm gonna go there on Sunday
No,
and I'm
not
gonna
now.
video it.
Not now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying now. It's
Yeah, but like
who's
you had like
playing.
one rack.
Well, that's all you need is one rack.
Winovich has like 10 still.
Well, and then nobody's buying them.
It's a third string,
Well,
string special teamer.
That's the reason why there's 3 racks still there.
They'll be on sale next season.
Well,
if you had longer hair, you'd have been good.
If I had hair like
Yeah.
Winovich, but Dr. Robert Leonard, he'll help you out
Another
if you have
plug.
any issues like Dan.
No, I just end it all.
hey, he helped me out.
Yes. Hey, look,
Yep.
Robert Leonard, plug
Yep.
him too.
Yep.
Dave, don't leave me hanging. 'Cause
He helped me
But
out.
TJ's got to play the commercial here. The Rob
that's a
Ninkovich
great commercial. Look, you don't want to have the follicle issues. You don't want to look like a Christmas tree on New Year's Day when all the needles are falling off. You want to have a nice full head of lettuce. I'd go with Dr. Robert Leonard or Matt Lepresti, who is my hair doctor right now. But anyway, Dan is going to just claim that having a great shaped head is the perfect way to be.
My hair just migrated.
It migrated too. It is. So, Dave, thanks so much for coming on. We're going
Thanks
to
for
enjoy
having me,
this
guys.
beer.
Thanks for
This
stopping
beer
by.
is actually
It's very
is
good.
is very good.
It's very good.
Eat some oysters, drink some IPAs, and then we'll see you down the street for a pizza and
And
more
then we're
beer.
coming down to the pizza at the end of this thing. So we're going to talk. Now we're going to dive into the Patriots. This guy looks like they could use him. The Patriots against the Colts getting their asses beat.
I mean, he could probably block somebody on that punt.
Yeah. Well, that was
Yeah, I mean-
Jakob that screwed up that.
Was it Jakob
It
though,
was
or
Jakob,
was it?
100%?
Give him
Yeah.
a pass.
Yeah.
Mental error.
Yeah, it was Jakob straight
Yeah.
rush, but
Yeah.
Bubba Ventrone, the ex-Patriot assistant, was on the
Yeah.
sideline like he blocked the punt.
Yeah, I know.
He was overly excited for that.
You see the Hard Knocks thing?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he was
Insane?
basically saying it was him that figured that all out and everything. Which, I mean, yeah, you know right away, right? Like the guy's not gonna block you. Like you had this miraculous play that you had set up on the punt block there.
So when we
Just ran
come back,
straight.
we're going to talk Patriots. We're going to talk the biggest game of the year. I feel like is
Yeah.
the Buffalo game. That, I mean, if they lose this game, basically the season is.
No, they still make the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's still a bad loss. If they lose 2 in a row, it's not a good thing. So they have to win this game. We're going to talk Patriots. We're going to talk. We're going to have our picks, playoff picture, and we're going to have this beautiful food here for us. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. So we're back, the Dan and Ninko Show. I'm enjoying this beautiful tower here of lovely food.
The shrimp is wonderful.
The shrimp, this is amazing. The shrimp is amazing. The oysters, I'm not a big oyster guy. My wife is from New Orleans. Long story short, I went the first time I ever met her parents and her family. They're oyster people. They own oyster beds and they sell oysters for a living. And I literally was handed an oyster that was the size of my hand, and I put it in my mouth and I spit it out in the garbage. And it was almost like the music stopped, and I was forever banned from the family. But they accepted me eventually. But anyway, I wasn't a huge oyster fan. But now I enjoy an oyster, a good oyster. You just slurp them down.
Oh boy,
That was gross.
you okay?
It's okay. The flavor is a little boogery, but it's all right. But anyway, all right. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm going to recoup myself.
All right, what happened? What happened with the Patriots?
God damn.
I picked them to win, but I did say it was going to be a tough game. You said it was going to be a blowout.
I thought it was going to be a blowout, and I'll explain why. I thought that the Patriots were going to just out-tough the Colts. The Colts are built on speed. The Colts are built on 225 inside linebackers that run left to right, sideline to sideline. I thought the Patriots were just going to take the ball and stuff it down their throat.
They kept running like the
If
sweeps.
they didn't have a block punt, I think they would have won that football game. The block punt was the biggest issue in that game. They were down 14 points, and when you're down that many points, it's almost impossible to get back into the game the way the Patriots want to play, and that is ball control, running the football, not crazy like asking Mac Jones to just come out with crazy throws. So I really think it would have been a different story if they didn't have that block punt.
I think they would have if they played just well, right? If they just played like their average game,
Yeah,
they would have won by double digits.
that's good stuff.
Just the average game. They played their worst game of the year. That was their
It was a bad game.
That was their worst game.
Well, it was either that, I mean, the worst game now or early in the season when they looked like terrible.
Yeah.
Well, they've had more block punts in this season than they had in any
probably
season
any
combined.
two or three seasons
Yes.
combined.
And listen, I'm not going to come out and say like block punts. I actually had a block punt on me in my end of my career. Sometimes there's shit that happens. There's twists. There's, you think you got a guy, you throw him and he gets the ball. It could be a snap, could be anything. So when you have more than one on a season, that's an issue. And I can guarantee right now they're going over punt like crazy. The coordinator is probably just sick because he understands his job's at stake, and Bill will fire his ass if he has another block
He's got to
punt.
get fired. He's had 3 this season. I mean,
So the Bills game is not – it's not going to be the same as that 50-mile-an-hour game that we saw in Buffalo.
No.
So this game, this matchup this weekend, I'm actually
supposed to be
working
bad
the game.
fog though.
Bad fog.
That's what I heard.
So in this game, the biggest key to this game is going to be playing penalty-free because they also had a bunch of penalties in the Colts game.
Yep.
Taking care of the football, so no interceptions. Mac Jones had an interception down in the red zone there. That would have been a huge, huge, huge score if they were able to score instead of throwing the turnover. And making sure that special teams doesn't put themselves in a spot where they're just screwing the whole team. So
yeah, the defense played well overall.
I think they can beat Buffalo, though. I really think they can beat.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Patriots to win. I don't think they're going to lose this game at home. I don't think they will. Now, I don't think it'll be a blowout because I think it's going to be a different situation with wind and it's not going to. I said it was going to be like 40-14 in the last.
But wouldn't
meeting.
A blowout be like 10 points in this game? That would be considered a blowout.
Yeah,
if they won
10
by
points.
20.
Well,
a
blowout
10.
to me is if it's more than one score at the end of the game. So if it's 2 scores, 14 points, 10 points, then you're winning by a commanding lead. So the Patriots just have to play good football. They got to make sure they run the ball. They got to play smart.
Well, Damian Harris is supposed to be back this game.
Well,
that was a big loss.
Yes,
that
was a
game.
big loss. So hopefully,
I'm worried about the wide receivers though, because you have Bourne out with COVID, you have Aguilar that's out with the concussion.
Oh yeah,
and he looked okay. It looks like Harry is back. Like he got rocked at the end of that game.
He did get rocked. I thought he was concussed, and he's had a lot of concussions.
How don't you call that a head? Helmet to helmet.
There's a lot of shit that they're not calling, and I'm like, what the.
But they'll call, just like you push a quarterback out of bounds.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
See you later. Yeah, the officiating was pretty bad in the game, but it was clear. You're right, the block punt. I mean, if that block punt doesn't happen, right, Wentz has to throw the ball.
I think they win.
Wentz has to throw
had
the ball.
a terrible game.
Terrible is an understatement.
Wentz is not.
Jamie Collins should have had a pick 6 in that game.
There should have been a pick 6. Oh, yeah,
J.C. Jackson should have had a pick.
So
I mean, he threw it like 8 times. He should have had like 3 or 4 picks on 8 throws.
I 100% think that they're going to be completely fine. I'm not worried about them. This is a huge game. I'll be there working the game. I can't enjoy it. I got to work the national broadcast.
Sideline?
Yeah, I got to work. No, the radio broadcast. So I got to work this one. So I will be. It'll be interesting to see, but I'll have a keen eye on special teams, field position. And at this point right now, we're playing in a time where you just don't know who's available. You don't know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow could be a different day, and somebody's not there that you thought was going to be there. So I think the Patriots win.
I thought that.
Well,
Slater
okay.
did test positive for
COVID. We forgive you. So don't blame me.
But
I didn't do shit.
I did have a reliable source on the thing, though.
All right. Well,
pretty
we're not
reliable.
getting into sources because,
we're not going to say what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's like the Cam Newton playbook thing. We're not going to say who it was.
No, we're not. But this guy, he can't say anything. Hello, help me. Oh, no, that's my phone.
But the thing with the Colts game, though, is that
Hello. All right.
you said they should lose a game.
Yeah, no, yes. I think
that was the right game then, right?
It was the right non-conference game. Lose that game, okay. You they win that game, then there's that whole they're undefeated since just let them go. They'll be okay. I think they'll be okay.
This game's more important than the Colts game because this game seals almost. Unless Miami wins out,
well,
beats
Miami
the Patriots.
scares me. The Miami game scares me. I think Miami's playing really good. I think their defense is playing really great.
They almost lost to the Jets. They
doesn't
played
matter.
terrible against the Jets.
It doesn't matter.
The Jets, Jets.
Yeah,
Jets,
but they're
Jets.
also not playing up to they're playing to the Jets like.
So you think Tua scares you more than Josh Allen?
No, in Miami scares me more than Josh Allen.
Yeah,
it's hot.
But the thing is, though, if you win this game, and then you just win in Jacksonville, I think you clinch the division. Regardless of what happens.
Well, Jacksonville's that's what I
mean.
That's nothing.
That's
so
that's
they
why this
win
game's
this
so
game.
important.
This is a must-win game.
It's beyond a must-win.
This is a must-win.
But you think Belichick was okay with the loss against the Colts?
No, I don't think he was okay with it. I think
he
was
is.
pissed.
Well, I think he's pissed.
I don't think he was okay with it. I think that he was pissed. I think that he, when you look back, you watch the tape again, you probably could have won that football game. That Tartar's insane, by the way. But
they easily should have won the football game.
They easily should have. That's one more shrimp for me. We always balance this off accordingly. It's like, when I order an appetizer with Paige, with the wife, I get a couple pieces, you get a piece. That's good stuff right there.
So what do you think is going to happen in New England against Buffalo?
I think they win by 10 points. I'm not going to
that'd
say
be
it's
a
a
blowout,
blowout.
though.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say it's like a 30-point blowout like I did. They're going to win by 10 points. Buffalo's going to do something stupid. Josh Allen's going to throw a pick. I can see just like a red zone pick or a red zone sack that takes him out of field goal range. Something stupid. Something Josh Allen-esque.
You have to hope Judon keeps contained on that side, though.
He does get a little high. He gets a little high. He
runs
excited.
like a 9 to 10 yard loop every play.
Yeah, he does. But hey, when you're paid
against
$50 million, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, but against Josh Allen, you can't do that though. That's when that 25-yard run happens in that other game.
I think if you're the offensive coordinator for the Bills, you just say, all right, screw it. Josh Allen's we're gonna run for first downs, throw if it's not there, pull the ball down, look for a lane, and go north and south.
I think they're going to forget they have running backs. Josh Allen's a running back in the game. So it's going to be Josh Allen running, Josh Allen throwing. That's all it's going to be. And they're going to go at it. But was there a silver lining in the Colts game to say that Mac could come back?
Yes. I thought the fourth quarter of Mac Jones and the way he played, it was, like it. But there's also, this is a learning opportunity for Mac Jones. He's a rookie. I think now, especially after they went on this big run, people start to forget that he's a rookie and he's in his rookie year. Look at every single rookie. They suck.
Oh, they're awful.
They suck.
The rookie quarterbacks are awful.
Suck.
The second-year quarterbacks are bad.
They're
bad.
Mac Jones does not suck. Mac Jones is very good. He's very smart. And I love his post-game. I love everything.
Well, Ted Johnson.
I did hear that.
Ted Johnson laid into him.
Ted Johnson. I mean, no offense, Ted Johnson, because I wouldn't fuck with you. But anyway, Ted Johnson, I love Ted Johnson. He's a badass dude. He'll fucking lay you out now. But he's one of them guys. He might it might be a little insensitive. Maybe he doesn't.
He went way.
Maybe he's not in
Ted
touch
Johnson
with
went way too far.
Maybe he's not in touch with his sensitive side. I personally feel like Mac Jones, which I heard Mac Jones had an anger issue.
Where?
When he was younger. I heard that Mac Jones.
What, they give him some
has his he went to therapy.
Remember you remember in Seinfeld woosah?
No, he learned how to not overreact and not get overly angry in a situation. I don't know if that's true or not, but he seems like he might be a guy that you'd be like, wow, he really went psycho. I can see that.
I mean,
I can see that.
He's like a serial killer.
He's
a serial killer.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what he is.
Cracker Jack box.
He's like American Psycho?
American Psycho.
Yeah.
American Psycho.
Like he's sitting there singing.
Great movie.
And then just
you
killing
like
people.
Phil Collins? You like Phil Collins?
That's what I mean. That's what it would be, right, with him?
Yeah.
But, I mean, the thing is he brought him back. I think it was questionable to kick that field goal in the fourth quarter there because you still needed two scores regardless.
I would have went.
Yeah. I mean, you got them pinned in.
Yes.
They weren't really doing anything on offense if you just keyed on the run. What do you think about that last run, though?
The last run did.
Whose fault? Come on, whose fault?
It's everybody's fault.
Whose fault, though?
No, I'm not saying
no,
it. I'm not saying it. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Come on, say it.
It's not Hightower's fault.
Yes, it was.
No, Devin and High and the whole offensive line or defensive line. The offensive line is trying to stretch the ball. The defensive line job is to keep things tight.
But the thing is,
the ball stretched. Hightower was running because listen.
Yeah.
All I can say is listen. You can sell the hell out of a car, but you can't run. You can't run a zone stretch, and you don't know how to stop it as an inside linebacker.
But he had help on that
He
on
was
the
running,
outside.
He was running out to try
and
he thought the ball was going out. Then the ball stuck and came in back inside, so he overran it.
You're letting your emotions and your nostalgia cloud you
here.
It is.
Hi. It's okay. I love you. Thank you.
He had outside help, and he cut to the outside.
He didn't
and
know
went
if
to
he had
the
outside
inside.
line. He might have felt like, outside is not there. I need to go run. And then guess what? Stop, comes back. That's what stretch is. The zone stretch is run, cut, upfield, and then Dev. I love you, Dev, too. It's a mistake. People freaking make mistakes.
Well,
we made a mistake.
Kyle
made a mistake. We thought
Kyle made a mistake.
We thought that Slater wasn't playing this weekend, so we made a mistake.
No.
Hey, guess
it
what?
It was the truth. He tested positive. He tested positive.
Bend over. Take the insertion.
I'll take it, but he tested positive. That's what we said.
Well, there's a range. There's a range of positive.
No, there's really not. It's either you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. He was positive on a test, and then he was negative on an NFL test.
Maybe they screwed up.
Do you think maybe that there's a little bit of leeway in the NFL test now? Probably. If it's ruining their product, that they keep having all these big guys. See, Taysom Hill is out.
True.
Which sucks for the Patriots because I think if Taysom Hill played in that game, I think the Saints would beat the Dolphins easily.
Yeah. Well,
easily.
You know what I think we should do now?
Take a break?
I think we should do our picks.
Oh, want to do the picks now?
Let's do our picks now.
Okay.
Or should we bring Phil in now, or should we do?
I'll probably do the picks now and then bring Phil in.
We're gonna bring. We're gonna do the picks now. We're gonna talk about our picks, and I think I won last week. I don't know. And then we're gonna bring in Phil.
I actually
who,
do
my
think you won
neighbor,
last week.
my neighbor Phil is badass.
Wasn't fair. I
dude.
got screwed with COVID. I picked like the Browns and stuff like that. I mean,
I know. Yeah, it sucks. But
Yeah.
so Phil, he does a fundraiser for the Mass State Troopers. He's a state trooper
For the hockey.
For the hockey. So
For
he
youth
does
hockey.
he does a youth hockey thing. He does the Mass State Troopers. They sell a lot of merchandise. We're going to plug that. But we're going to have Phil on. He's going to talk about the foundation, the things that they do, the money they raise, and he was my neighbor, and we were really great friends. We love Creed. We love.
He's really great neighbors. We love Creed.
No, we love Stained. We
what
love
the-
Aaron Lewis. We're big Stained fans. We absolutely love Aaron Lewis. We have a lot of things in common. We really, really are great friends.
You don't have streets in
And
common
I'm very
anymore.
sad that he's not my neighbor
After
anymore.
you left him.
I did leave him. I'm very sad about that. We love Creed. We
You
love
left him for
Stained.
big propane bills.
I did leave him for just bend over the table. KY, get ready.
All right, so
propane bills.
here are the games. Let's
All right,
go.
here we go. Pick
49ers, Titans.
the Titans.
49ers.
Okay, great
Can't believe
pick.
you went with the Titans there. You
Titans.
just like Vrabel too much.
Let's go.
Browns at the Packers.
Packers.
Colts at the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I go Cardinal. I think the Colts are actually trash.
Yeah, I don't think they're
Cardinals.
very good. No.
Lions at the Falcons.
Falcons.
If the Lions just beat the Cardinals,
they're gonna
I'll
have-
still go Falcons too.
Okay.
Ravens at the Bengals.
Bengals.
It's a big game because
huge.
this who
I
controls the
said
division.
the Bengals are going to win the division.
I think the Bengals too on this one. Rams at the Vikings.
Rams.
Rams. Oh, good game. Jaguars at the Jets.
Who's watching this? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll pick the Jets. At the Jets.
I'll go the Jaguars then.
Okay,
I mean, who
yeah,
knows in
just
this
let's
game.
change it up.
Giants at the Eagles.
Giants,
At Eagles.
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 Yeah.
Buccaneers at Carolina Panthers.
Bucks.
Bucks. Chargers at the Texans.
Which the Bucks sucked last week. Anyway, okay, Bucks. A lot of injuries. Bucks got to win that game.
Oh, the Bucks are screwed.
Screwed. They're
Like,
out of.
They're
They're
one
not my
and done in
pick.
the
Rams
playoffs.
are the Super Bowl pick for me now.
No, Packers are. Chargers at Texans.
Chargers.
Chargers. Bears at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I go Seahawks.
Bears
too. Bears
suck.
stink. It's your hometown.
Suck.
Steelers
Suck.
at the Chiefs.
Hire me. Who? Steelers?
At Chiefs.
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 Even though I think they might be without Kelsey and
It doesn't
Hill.
matter. Chiefs.
Broncos at Raiders.
Raiders.
I'll go Broncos. Football team at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys. Dolphins at the Saints.
Dolphins. I'm
I'm
going
gonna
Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Saints.
Saints?
I
I'm
mean,
going
their
Dolphins.
defense is really
They,
good. I mean,
are.
I
They are.
mean,
But the
really, really
Dolphins'
good.
defense is really good, too.
Dolphins stink though; they can't score. And then we're gonna come back to the biggest game of the year. Who knows why this is at 1:00 on a Sunday and not a primetime game? The world only knows that.
Patriots.
Bills at the Patriots.
Patriots.
You're saying Patriots by a blowout?
No,
by
by
10.
10.
But that is considered a blowout. in
Okay,
this type
10
of
points.
games. I'll go Patriots by 20.
Woo! That's a big blowout.
I think Mac Jones. I think they're maybe going to finally let loose. You get Damian Harris back. You're not. Do you think you're gonna have another blocked punt on special teams this week?
No, they better not.
Yeah.
Would this, if I ate all this, I think it'd be a bad idea.
No, nothing's a bad idea.
Let me see.
I don't know what it is.
That's a lot of horseradish.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You okay? Speechless.
I'm not okay.
Drink some beer.
No, I need an oyster.
Oh.
I need something.
Drink some beer. So are you on the boat with me that, everybody's been on the Mac Jones thing? Can Mac Jones bring a team back? And they bring a team back? Are you okay?
That's really hot.
You got something in. Yeah, there you go. Wow. But do you think that Mac Jones can bring a team back now? Bring the team back?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean,
Don't do a lot of horseradish. I love horseradish, but that was hot.
We haven't got any lobster yet.
No,
Yeah. All right, but probably good to take a break now and
let's
bring
take a break.
Bring
We're bringing Phil in. Whoops. We're bringing Phil in, and we're going to talk about the Troopers.
Then we have to get to some pizza.
Now we go to the pizza. All right, so we'll be back. Phil's coming up. All right, so we're back here at the Dan and Ninko Show. Our last, final guest, the most handsome guest that we're going to have, Dave, no offense. But we are here to talk about the mass. You can talk about it. Talk about it.
All right. The Massachusetts State Police Memorial Foundation. We've been around for 15 years. I know, Dan, you've been very great, giving us tons of stuff. Rob has always signed a couple jerseys. They go for big money, so for people who don't think that Rob
get a
wasn't a big
Winovich
deal
jersey.
with Foxborough.
Goes for big money,
big,
okay?
Big money.
Get a Winovich jersey.
$37 last time.
Winovich jerseys bring more money.
$37.
Yeah.
You know what?
$37.
You're just a hater.
A jersey is like $100.
You're a hater. Don't
You brought
hate.
30.
Yeah,
You're
take a loss,
whoa,
but you know what?
Hold on.
No,
Your
we got
signed
more
jersey
than-
brought $37.
No, we got more than that. It was $137.
The jersey's
Mass
$120.
So we got
Change the subject.
We're gonna plug this too. So they have multiple events throughout the year. They have hoodies. Dan almost wore the hoodie.
I know. I couldn't find it. I was actually going to wear it today.
So it's the Mass State Police hockey. They do a bunch of fun stuff. Don't they have the actual game
Yeah, so coming up in March, we'll do a members-only or retired members hockey tournament. We get about 130 skaters, current members and retired members of the Mass State Police that come and play in it.
Why don't you play?
Because I can't skate. That's why I run the
Why don't
foundation.
we do a football game? I'll play.
Because,
Let's do a Mass State football
We
game.
can do that. We do it against, Rhode Island State Police.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm in. I'll do whatever I got to do.
well, you could do the color. You could do the color for it.
No,
since
I don't
you've been
wanna do the
brushing up on
color.
the
I wanna
color.
Yeah, you're a
Pads
big you're a
on.
big ESPN radio guy now.
I want to
I mean-
if it's against the Stadies, I want to put the pads on. Come on.
Put the pads on.
Yes.
Like Longest Yard.
Oh, that's the best movie ever.
Yeah, no.
You don't love that movie?
Paul Shrew
I
or
love
Paul
that movie.
Crew, right? Yeah, Crew. Paul
No,
Crew.
I like the.
Yeah, Longest
No,
Yard.
yeah.
Paul Crew.
There's an old one which was a great
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
and
the
there's the
original.
Adam Sandler one, which is
Adam
great
Sandler
too.
one's better.
The Adam Sandler one's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I think they broke to my nose.
They broke in my nose. That dude is a monster, by the
Baby
way.
back bitch. That was like the biggest thing that came out of that movie.
Yeah. That was a good movie, though.
Oh,
Real good movie.
a great movie. Great movie. So anyway, Phil I hate to
Yeah,
say it.
dude. I mean, you did it, not me.
Yeah.
I did it.
You
I
left.
did it.
You did it.
Yeah.
Phil was my neighbor. We've had a lot of great memories, a lot of great times. We love Creed. We love Stain. We love Nickelback. And now
Beer. I love beer.
we love beer. We love beer. We love
Babysitting. We're
Yeah.
really good at babysitting.
we will put a monitor on, and that monitor might go a mile, and we make sure that the kids are
Somewhere else.
Yeah, well, neighbor. That's definitely enough distance.
Can't put it on now. You distance yourself from your neighborhood.
It's very sad.
You're like the Beverly Hillbillies. You moved on up.
It's very sad. It's very sad. But we are going to actually have a nice New Year's, okay?
That's it.
We're going to do the New Year's?
That's it.
Bang. We're pushing the hats. We'll put it up right now. We'll put up the link. You definitely have we have the what's the Instagram account?
So the Instagram is at @MSP_hockey. We're working on our online store. And just a little real quick, we started off as a scholarship foundation in the memory of fallen state police officers across the state. But what we've really got into now is dealing with kids who, are less fortunate or dealing with, a grim future. So we were able to send a little girl to Disney World. We raised $14,000 in like 3 days. So
That's awesome.
and it's guys like you who really make the foundation spin and get the name out there. So at @MSP_hockey, you guys can check out what we're doing, and we really appreciate you guys' support here on the podcast.
Great. Well, I want everyone to go check it out. We'll put the link on that right now for the pod. And I think that's a wrap on episode 50.
Yeah.
We are going to go to the Trading Post next, and we're going to take some videos. We're going to do a little pizza test. It might be a little bit loud, so we might not be able to do the actual sit down. But
Might be
anyway,
able to
thanks.
hear some stuff.
What?
Might be able to hear some stuff.
Yeah, we'll hear some
We also have
things.
a new website, too. TJ worked on that website and put it
We got
together.
a new website. Yes.
danandninko.com.
The danandninko.com website.
It's up.
We're going to have some cool
Buy
stuff
shirts
on
on
there.
it?
We're going to have new shirts. We're going to have different ones. We're coming up with different stuff because I don't know if I love it's fake hair. It's not real. It's not me.
I thought you loved it.
I do love it, but it's not real. But anyway.
I mean, is your hair now real?
Yes. This is all me, man.
There wasn't like an implant
Well,
from back here to like up
No,
there?
that's coming. Trust me, that's coming.
So just a laser cap right now.
It's the laser cap, a little Propecia, a little, Tom Brady, he'd say, "Hey, Rob, just do that."
You just
It's
drink
fine.
water, though. Water, you drink a bunch of
Well,
water.
you
It grows your
drink a lot
hair.
of water.
Keeps protection from the sun.
No sunburns, by the way.
Yeah, no sunburns.
So thanks for tuning in.
We should do that test, though. We should have you drink a couple gallons of
I don't
water.
wanna do
and,
that.
like, we'll
I
just
don't
sit
wanna-
you out in the sun.
I don't want to do that. I think, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want a sunburn. I'm not. You should do that.
No, I can't.
Look at your skin.
I can't.
You're a guy that would burn.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Gotta make
look
sure
at your
it's all
hat.
on.
If you wear a hat like that, you burn.
See, I have two. So I have the 4 kids. 2 of them like tan beyond belief.
Burn.
And 2 of them burn.
Oh.
So it's
Well, it's just the bad luck of the draw.
yeah.
All right. Well, you do the spiel.
Yeah. So check us out on danandninko.com, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the whole 9 yards. We'll see you guys next week.
And come to the Lobster Trap in Bourne and come to the Trading Post. They have great trap sauce. Check us out.
So we're going to wrap this Dan and Ninko show up here at the Trading Post. He's got some wings here. We got some pizza. Come on in with the Budweiser tea. There it is. We got the jalapeno pizza.
That's all for you.
Here we go. We got the lobster trap. So we're going to start it out. I don't know, this might be hot. Let's try a pizza.
It's hot as can be.
Rob, you need to sign this, babe.
Hold on, babe. Come on, we're live TV right now. That's good.
That's good. Nice little crisp. Eat the crust.
Hey, I want to know. We gotta get.
Good.
Come on in. We gotta get a pizza review here. Where's Portnoy? We need Portnoy in here. Oh, this one looks good. That's sausage with onions.
I gotta try that. Good. Good crisp to it.
It's got a great crisp. Where's
What do you give
Portnoy?
it?
We need Dave Portnoy in
1 to
this
10. What do you give it?
I'm from Chicago, so I don't know. It's good though.
Good. 8.2. 8.2.
Dave is my friend. I'm going 10-0. That's how good it is. This is the best.
Is it 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
This isn't a pizza review show. This is a football Dan and Ninko show. Let's get Portnoy in here though.
Yeah, 8.2. Good.
Oh, good.
Good.
All right. Well,
I'm excited for this one here.
that one looks all good. Thanks for tuning in to the Dan and Ninko show. We got food to eat,
Beers to drink.
beers to drink, pool to play, money to win.
Rob's gonna drink some tequilas and like.
You want money? You
Lemonade?
want to put money on this one?
I haven't put anybody on this.
No, just put money on it.
Put money on it?
No, I'm kidding. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to win. All right. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week, probably just from the dealership. Not as cool.
Big episode 50, right? A Winovich show.
The Winovich. This is the Winovich episode.
We'll see you guys next week.